Yes, sir. Sir. Tell me where would I be? Where would I be? Baby, you don't know my story. Somebody tell me where would I be? Tell me where would I be? One day I'll tell you my story. I go take off my shoes, stand on my toes. That's how I go down, follow. You have saved me so much. I go take off my shoes, stand on my toes. That's how I do it already. Come on, dance, come on.
Of the late Obaapapa. Romans chapter 14, verse 8. For whether we live unto the Lord, and whether we die unto the Lord. Whether we live, therefore, or die, we are the Lord's. The late Akria Watama, alias Madame Rose Antwi, was born to a family of Banco by the late Apani Akwasi Antwi of Banco and the late Mame Akosia Manu, alias Manu of Banco in the year 1929. She was the second child of her parents. She spent her early life at Banco, where she helped her parents in the farming activities. Akira Obaapapa, as she was affectionately called, was very humble and an obedient girl who always listened to the advice of her parents and the elderly. She was so beautiful that she became the toast of many young men at the time. She conducted herself very well, and that some parents wanted her as their daughter-in-law. In 1950, the late Apani Stephen Akurang Afrifa from the Adriana Fung family of Wanko, led by his family, came to ask the late Akira Obaapapa hand in marriage. The late Apani Stephen Akurang Frifa, aka Kofi Akurang, was a blacksmith and a cocoa farmer who plied his trade at Wama and Manfo in Hafa region. Knowing the good family he was coming from and how industrious he was, the family of Akira Obaapapa was not hesitant to give their daughter hand in marriage to the late Apani Stephen Akurang Afrifa. She traveled to Manfo with her husband and started their marriage life. In 1951, their marriage was blessed with her only child, Comfort Akurang, who is now called Mrs. Comfort Kwanzaa. She followed her husband to many places until they finally settled in Kumasi, where her husband bought a house. After settling in Kumasi, Obaapapa was moving between Kumasi and Banco to help her late mother in farming. Her great love for farm work was inviolable, hence the nickname Obaapapa Mame. At her later ages, she left the farming entirely and finally settled in Kumasi after the death of her husband. Nana Akosia Owusugwa, the late Asonabaapanin, before her demise in 1998, nominated the late Obaapapa as her successor. Her decision was unanimously affirmed and accepted by the Asuna family when it was finally announced after the death of Nana Akosia Owusugwa. This indicates how well she was conducted herself and how she was loved and accepted by all the sundries. She responded well to duty calls and loved her family greatly. She was ready to sacrifice anything to bring unity and peace to the Asana family. Hardly will you not see her at any family gathering, irrespective of the geographical area. Akria Obaapapa served her family well, and all who came from far and near could attest to her servant leadership. The Asunya Busia of Banco has really lost a heroine and a mother.
So beautiful. That was sick. In your Bible, China, I signed your best sa. On Sansua, now Odissa. If you say, then Yamia Yano, no, na esse asita. Until no, Odissa, Mammy Ginetic, Grammy. If the Yamaya, Odiabe, a Yamu will come. There was a young move ya, the Bamma Danda, with the way who crab Obaapapa to your TV so. Bibia ba ko her life. If you want to know where who Africa ba who Obaapapa to your TV so. Empe e intino. Adansi entina den. Asante ko ni we. Eta wase. Saba pepe. Ebusiafo nana. Mesra we ni kasa. Meda wase. Sa wa ma me kwan. Sa mi amense. Na me mfata. Meso me mechire me wama me kwan yi de na di ka meda adofo no mo ha nyina ase efisa wo hwa endra braye praye na nanso ensuo to nanso so eyeye maame ene ye nua ba ene nabusuafo nyina ho donti no masaji oto abebo odom ama ene ye kro maame ye nana echi kra Tiadamu nyina ase. Ye gyina hanu mu se ya ye ngyina ne bone so. Na nka kwa asante amamre mu a ye si na nafo ye nkyere nyema. Ene de oye ya ne de amamre taake o. Na nso so ene de nka computer mu ne ye wei. Digital age. Nti bibia ye kɔ ne digital. Enti na amamre no eto de bia na wa fa back door kakra. Efi se ye paadi efe. O paadi efe nso de a o ye den a obeto mra. Entuni na nanu kasa na wasira kwan na wakasa mesira mo me nana ba ye no abeye bi me hwe me maame bebi a wadru de wahwe ye dra mama me nya bibi na bebi nana wo bia no na ninje ani ntini ne nana no motena ase ana omu ni omu kunum kasa ye ana omu kunum so odo ye wu ade na kike ade na pa minta wachi da wonye Yo baby am itawechi. So muchitu munku adia ene yakwanta ho koye. Ena me nua ba. Awon fe. Tutu Braham mo say. Oh yeah. Ena ni Blue Francis. Francis if was the amiti di na mewu. Na ma. Every say aso me the Francis. I'm going to bank for the Francis if one afa. Which you do baby am sanfa ne bra. Ya wo baba ko do ho ye fa kanu man. Asi ani ni nuanu mo. Enya ye kunu Francis. O tai o machi. Nyeme. Ye ya ne se wa pointi. Na ka baby ade ni kokra no makototo nyema no. E wa no be bom me man na sister. Baby akọ no hoso. Wakoye bi wo Ghana. Ma me so koye no wakoye bi. Ye nim de Francis o timi ye. Enti no de fa ye ko Worcester ya. Ni ye ntoto na ye nchama adonfo ne mo. Enti okoye o point ye. E wa na Francis tu ni boto. O se me chiaka. Fa kwa na ko kira nyama. Hey, you power na pede. She. Francis yo shebia, but when you come to me na make am kira wo. Me na make. O say ya no si boy. And say adofo ni mo maba. Maba de no maba. Mo tena se am mepe bibi kakra de aka wan no. Enti nsuo ni de. Mo no numbi. Emu aduru. Efi agbaje wa. O so ntimi nsuo ni nanti ye ma mo nsuo. Mo wi a. Ye de. Yetimi de wine kra ye nsuo. Mo sai fa mboso na mo nom. Ebi so ko echire ho. Mo nche ma adofo no mo. No mo no. Mo nom. Ori yo si enwie yo. Hwe. Me de menum ye mete. Bibia ya mete. Anything na me Francis te wo. Okọ ye nie. We no. Bisiketi. Me pa cho Fabra. Na we free London. if you London, see a coin on the pie. Come on. On city tomorrow, go baby, biscuit near Pia so near you say and some, yet ye hanyanessa. Boston not to chamom no be a bacco, ye near P. Yes, him. They had in the needy. My part of the Eddie November, not digestive. Overton. All from London. Milo. Bonvita. All the way from. Hey. Yeah. Dubai. Ghana. London. Now say. You can Milo no. Milo ni made in a head. That's over. That's it. I say, Mayu come waha. Yama minimum so ha. Says if you walk, no booty. Dukuyi, Monchama young man, Yama, Menamo, yes, Remo for Duku nature, mammy. That's it. Monchichamomo, no from Bonti. Says, what's the hand will say? Who peer to ask me and Sana Duku Baku, the boy, I best see you, Pierre. They said, maybe I a the Pomadiasa was a baby. Hey, no, Papa, didn't go to us to other men. Send by a man watching. Hey, oh, Papa, Mami, and one of them back and one of them back. Oriana says, share about the Maboduku. Nami Franto, boy, Franto Manebra, and to manage your doors so. A create to be dear, children, say, or bet Chamanas will be so, and to man won't change ye. Miss Ramway, dear, who say, Quia, or Bemau. Ay, Busano. And so I know someone chamad often more in no more from Bom Duku so. Oriana and saying, I won't with here. Now so still, said the pony doors to a holla, next show up. I need to say, piano, say a negative zero crana, ya betcha fine, Mofa fine and cop, Namunko. And to that down way, oh baby, Papa, that down one of a furniture. Now found out each open out that I would say, not to come. Hey, your pa, life. Oh, yeah, I see. Hey, don't make my name for. Oh, is expecting a many in an as a boy. Once I see, and I'm worried. Mammy, oh, Oba. Emma, Onya, Oba. Obey my name for. Obaapapa baby. Oba, you didn't pay. Oba, and the military. You can't say, ye, sir. Watch on your maybe I don't know for Munjan Chaye. Na me so masi ane ma me da ho me so me be yen me tin ani me pa cha mo famra e wan na nie asew asibo ene ma me nye me kente ahima na wo mu nyinara odi ma na ase osi asew we kra de sister guest akutai de e bi da so ho no mo na de e di be kire wo bedwom ene e di abe ti asew we e ye odia Nanti betina ha na nafo handkerchief ya pepa ye nim so eh ni so ni ba de yesu ache we je ye de be fe mu e ma ne do so o fambra handkerchief na se me hu Louis Vuitton me hu Gucci me hu ha na black and white so ni din de say abubongo sua ade e be ye say amba mani abie ene nyema no Osimon Shamad of Vinina. Apart from Naso Diano, there were Pia, Monche, not of Vinina, Mamu Franco Jinafa, Mufanco table by table. We back